Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled in memory of Mr. Judah Friedman, beloved brothers of Zvi Friedman from our community. It's entitled, When Should Rav Tzvi Begin Aninut and Avelot? It's a complicated case. Mr. Judah, Zichrono Livracha, passed away Thursday night in Dallas, Texas. It was only brought over to Israel Tuesday evening for burial. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's a lot of time. So the people of the States are busy traveling with the body and preparing and everything from Dallas to New York to Israel. Rav Tzvi was here. So Thursday or Friday morning, some calls to make to arrange for the funeral, and then that's it. There's nothing else to take care of. Let's assume there's nothing else to take care of. What is Rav Tzvi's status during these 4 days? Is he in Onain? Is he in Avail? Partial Onain, partial Avail. So Onain, according to some, is a fixed halacha, meaning relative passes away from death until burial. Every one of the 7 relatives is in Onain. Whether he's involved in the burial or not, whether the mace is on the other side of the world, does it make a difference? He's an Onain. That's why Allah set it up. It's a time designated to be involved in the burial, and even if the relatives on the other side of the world, this is the time designated. Whether you're involved or not, it does make a difference. Just like you have 5 brothers all in the same town, and only the older brothers taking care of everything. The other brothers aren't doing anything. Doesn't matter. It's a fixed halacha, and therefore, according to this approach, Rav Tzvi would be an Onain from death Thursday night all the way through till Tuesday, and then after the burial Tuesday evening, then it becomes an Avail. There are those that say that no. Misha Meito Mutal Fanav, when the relatives in front of you, the relatives on the other side of the world, the relatives in America, Rav Tzvi is in Israel. So maybe there's a few minutes, a half hour, an hour, 2 hours to make some calls and do the arrangement. So then you're an Onain. But afterwards, not. So many hold that way. And that's person what I held as well. And therefore, she's not an Onain. And what about Availus? Well, Availus kicks in after burial. So wait a second. He's not an Onain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Maybe Tuesday afternoon, he's going to the airport. Then the Anina kicks in for those couple of hours. From the time he's ready to get involved in the burial process again, to greet his relatives and the niftar, his deceased brother, and be involved those few hours he's in Onain, and Avail begins after. So does that mean to say Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Rav Tzvi is just a regular Jew with a lot of pain and sadness over the loss, but luckily he's obligated in all the mitzvot. He's not an Onain, and there's no restrictions. He can take a shower. There's no restrictions at all. So the Pnei Baruch in Hilchot Anina does quote the Derech HaChaim, says, no, cannot be. From death until burial, there are restrictions of Avelot. However, my humble opinion, it's not the simple pshat in the Shulchan Aruch and many of the commentaries. Meaning, it's true there was a death, and it's a tragedy. But halachically, we need a category to put Rav Tzvi into a different category of mitzvot. So either it's aninut, where he's involved in the burial in some process or another, some way or another, or there's avelot, and we'll discuss it next year how avelot begins. But here we have avelot beginning only with burial, so there's no category. So it seemed to me that during these days, obviously it's a sad time, it's not a time to party, but from a purely technical standpoint, Rav Tzvi was not an Onain until Tuesday, and it's not an Avail to Tuesday evening after the burial. And therefore, you'd have all the halachot of doing the mitzvahs and everything. In a regular Shabbat, everything would be regular. Yetz Hashem Yishav Nechama and Simcha in the future. Shalom.